Hey, what's up, guys? Today we gonna make some beats for Plugg, Mookie, Desire, Texaco, some Plugg music, you feel me? So let's get started. All right, it's your boy Hood. Let's go. We cooking up one of my favorite production styles, Plugg music or Plugg and B. It's real smooth. Something for artists like Plugg, Mookie, Summers, Texaco, Desire, or other Plugg artists like that. It's a really fun, melodic, and experimental style of production, and that's why I like making them so much. Let's see. First off, I went and grabbed an E-piano. I went to Omnisphere in the Keyscape library, and I got a preset called Crystal Dream Phase. You can use any E-piano. Expand 2 and Purity are go-tos for great synth sounds used in Plugg production. But I use Crystal Dream Phase. It's the perfect E-piano. It's smooth and it has a phaser effect that causes the piano to pan quickly left to right, which gives the sample movement right away. I set the tempo to 130 beats a minute. I picked the scale of C minor for this chord progression, and I started by building my chords. You want to start by building a 9th chord, 11th chord, 13th chord. Big chords is what you use for building a Plugg and B or Plugg type melodies. I went to Analog 5 and I got a Plugg. It's a preset called Autumn. And then I created my Plugg melody. All right, and then I started making a top line melody and adding some flourishes in the higher octaves to add higher frequencies to the sample. You want to fill the sonic palette, so to speak, by adding different complementary instruments in the sub-range, the mid-range, and the upper frequencies as well, building one element on top of another until you have a solid sample. I went to Omnisphere and I grabbed a preset called Hollow Vibra Signs. It's a cool synth bell I used to create a counter melody, and it came out pretty cool. Then I went to Nexus 3 and I got a preset called Slippery Signs, and I created this sign pad lead. Let's see. A key to Plugg production, really all production for that matter, is it's a good idea when you're trying to produce something in an unfamiliar genre or a subgenre to find a reference track. Listen to popular Plugg artists, like pick a specific track of theirs you like, and then go to YouTube, find that song of your choice, copy the URL of the video, go to your favorite YouTube MP3 converter like y2mp3.com or one of the other dozens of free online converter apps, and then convert the video to MP3 format. Go to TuneBat, shout out TuneBat, if you know, you know. Paste the MP3 file into the key and BPM finder, and boom, you got the key and BPM on your reference song, which will make replicating the vibe of the reference track much easier. But yeah, like I said, I made this sign pad here, and it adds to the smooth kind of melodic backdrop to this beat that I'm making. All right, next I went to Nexus 3 and I got a preset called Adiago Strings 2. It's a dreamy string pad that's definitely on theme for the smooth, washed out soundscape that's common for Plugg music. I continue to alternate between the root, which is C sharp, in the C minor scale, or C sharp minor scale, and in the 5th, which is G sharp, and adding the half steps in C sharp minor as passing notes in my string melody. All right, so now I feel like we did a pretty good job of setting the vibe with our Plugg melody, so next we're moving on to the drums. All right, so I went to Chambers Undeniable Drum Kit Volume 2, and I got a clap 2. Shout out to Chambers and chambersmystic.com. He always gives game and offers great sound kits and drum kits with all the drum sounds you need for trap and Plugg music, West Coast beats, Flint, Detroit style beats, you name it. So this isn't a sponsored ad or anything like that. I just want to put y'all on if you didn't know, and give him his flowers for putting on for the producer community. Shout out to chambersmystic.com. Then I went to the undeniable drum kit again, and I got my 808 number 7, and then I got my hi-hats. Again, I grabbed a closed hi-hat from Chambers Undeniable Drum Kit Volume 2, hi-hat 7. I made a spaced out hi-hat instead of a steady 2-step hi-hat. You can add bounce by taking away some of those hi-hats to give the beat swing, and add a stop and go effect, which gives more space for the artist. You know, they can be more flexible and try different cadences and styles of delivery because you aren't locked into a constant hit of the 808, or sorry, the hi-hat. The trick's to follow your 808 pattern with your hi-hat pattern. That's a good way to leave your hi-hat pattern open, so it's room for your artist. Next, I went to grab a few perks that'll add bounce to the vintage 80s style production. I added 80s perks like synth cowbells, laser hits, congos and bongos. That sort of stuff is what you want to use for these types of beats. And with that, there's the final beat. I did some leveling. I added high and low pass filters and EQ'd each of the instruments and arranged the beat. If you guys want a video about my mixing, arrangement, or effects process, let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video, put y'all up on game. All right. So thanks to everybody for cooking up with me today. Made a nice Plugg beat. Again, it's your boy Hood from One Way Hood Music. Follow me on all social media platforms. I'll leave a link in the description. See you guys next time. Yada.